Bro, I didn't even realize that they don't have the intro video set up on here. But I'm gonna play it. But yeah, we finna do the show, bro. Like, well, I'm finna do it anyway.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the Trae, yes and no, friends and the foes, the Butlers and the Heroes. You can feel it in your soul. But when the ring is the goal, but if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd. And yeah, Miami lost another game. They lost to the Atlanta Hawks 120-110. And in a pretty, I don't know if you want to call this embarrassing. Like, it felt like par for the course. Like, again, Jimmy Butler didn't play, missing the game with ankle sprain. I don't really know. Man, no man. My boy. What's happening, Stone?
Just living the dream. I'd like to say I watched a bunch of Miami Heat hoops today, but I watched very minimal, as much as I could stomach. But I like what I'm seeing. And the reason I like what I'm seeing is I think we're reaching a point where we're going to get a Jimmy Butler outburst, especially if the team keeps playing like this with him away from it. And I just like the drama at this point because the on-court product stinks. And so I'll take my entertainment wherever I can get it.
I said, shout out to the idiots who wanted Trae instead of Herro. Why are they idiots?
Right here. Thank you.
Hey, brother, look, you looking at two of them, bro. Like, hey, real shit. Like, did you see Trae Young tonight? Trae Young can make anybody play offense, bro. Like,
it's crazy. Like feeding the needy. I mean, the way that 3 defenders just flock to him because they understand the gravity that he creates compared to Tyler Herro, where it's just switch and switch and switch. It's like we're not even talking about the same thing. And the passing's like on another level. It's like Trae Young has eyes on the back of his head where, like, Tyler, you need to be right in front of him, and he still might not pass it to you because he wants that shot. I don't even know where to go with that comment other than what I just said.
Yeah, he's cool. Like, Trae Young had 15 assists tonight. He got most of them in the first quarter. But it was just like a master class. He's like, Trae Young sucked so bad. His team won tonight. So
exactly.
I'm sorry. He was a big part of that. Yeah, he shot like shit. He shot 3 of 13 from the field. But it didn't matter. Like, he just got so many people open and so many people, like, easy buckets. Larry Nance Jr., like, just force feeding him. Jalen, like, recognizing that Jalen Johnson had any person who wasn't black on him and just giving him the ball to allow him to cook. Sounds like a game plan to me. And I know some of you guys want to slander Bam Adebayo. Feel free to do so, but I'm not going to participate. Start before we get too much into the individual shit, because I don't know how much I want to talk about this game per se or the narrative that kind of like surround this team. But talk to me about what you saw from the game overall.
Just classic Miami Heat basketball, pretending you're in it when you really aren't. Shameless Highsmith making a 3-pointer with 59 seconds left, down 13. He wouldn't make it in any other circumstance. I don't know. It's pretty exhausting to talk about the same thing over and over again.
You can talk about this.
Give Herro all the bigs on. Man. Give Herro Quint. I've heard it all. Give Herro Quint the hell up.
Right. That's the key to success. Give Tyler Herro, big man who can't do anything. Like Clint Capella tonight was 3 of 3. He scored a whopping 6 points, had 7 rebounds, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like,
if you want to talk about one thing to give Tyler Herro that could have been given to him, it would be you go back to 2021, where the Heat did not have their draft pick because they had to trade it to Oklahoma City to make money work, kind of just prolonging this rebuild they refused to enter. What happened with that pick? The 18th pick was used on Trae Mann. You know who was picked 2 picks later? Jalen Johnson. Yeah, that guy would have helped the Heat tonight. I would definitely say so.
Yeah, like, see, Yep has the idea correct. Like, give Trae Young Bam.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, like, let's be completely honest. But we can get into the Bam thing. That's been a polarizing topic. Half the fan base thinks he sucks. The other half have brain cells. Like, for me, dog, like, I find it interesting. I slandered Tyler Herro on the timeline. I get shit for weeks about it. I slander Bam on the timeline. All I hear is, yeah, brother. Like, that's it, bro. Like, yeah, woo, woo, let's do it. Like, you motherfuckers confuse me. I saw people tonight complaining about Bam taking shots at the end of the game. But, like, you complain about him not taking shots. Like, I think he's damned if he does, damned if he don't. Look, trade that man. There we go. Already. Trade him. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, like, talk about Bam. Like, how did you feel he played tonight?
I'm always down to give Bam smoke, but it's hard for me in this game to really take issue with anything Bam did. I felt on defense, he was really the only player that showed up to play defense for a 3:00 Saturday afternoon game. Like,
while football is on.
Exactly. like this is the type of game you expect to get dog shit effort from pretty much everyone. And I thought Bam played hard. He was switching around. Where I have the most smoke is like the others. I felt like the others were just awful tonight. Like when they were depended on for a responsibility with a switch or something else, they let you down every single time. And so, like,
nigga, I am not George.
Your name said George, bro.
That threw me off.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to find an issue with what Bam did today.
They damn sure found one though, and it's the perfect one. That bitch was fumbling the ball. All like his name was Ramondre Stevenson, brother. Like that shit was disgusting, bro.
I watched Terry Rozier fumble the ball too, though. I mean, like, there must have just been slick. I don't know.
Nah, bro. Like, I think Bam, like, that's a valid criticism of Bam tonight. Like, he's fumbled the ball, and I think, like, overall, like, the criticism of Bam this year has been fair. Like, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like he's been playing lights out. I just feel like on a night like tonight, where it felt like he was aggressive early, and then other people started doing things. Tyler caught on fire or whatever. Duncan had him a stretch, and Bam just kind of like got lost in that. And then towards the end of the game, he came back to help them kind of close his lead. People were still complaining about Bam Adebayo. And, like, I get it. Some of y'all don't like him, and it's akin to the way that I treat Tyler Herro. And I just want people to hold the mirror up to themselves and be held accountable for the way that they treating this man. That shit's crazy. Nasty Man with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, gang. He said Tyler Herro shot a 28-foot three off an inbound while being contested down 1. LMAO killed the run. Hawks went up 10 apples. Tyler Herro played good basketball tonight.
Yeah, he hit a big shot in that stretch.
He hit a bunch of big shots. Like, I feel like he played as well as I could, like, as well as I would have wanted him to play.
My smoke would be for the others, for real.
On defense, for sure. I think you were like onto a great point. Like, in terms of like defensively, I know Jalen Johnson kind of went crazy, but that wasn't a product of like Bam's individual defense. Bam was playing. He was guarding Clint Capella. Like, that's who Bam was guarding.
And you knew he wasn't guarding Clint Capella every time he got an offensive rebound or just looked wide ass open.
Or the time that, like, they actually at a point in the game, they switched Bam on to Jalen Johnson to cut his water off, and then Jalen Johnson just started force feeding the ball to Clint Capella on high-low actions, and that's how Clint Capella ended up going to the line a couple of times, missed the free throw on one of them. Let me bring my boy Bubba up here. He got his name. Bubba, brother, tell me, brother. I have a feeling why, but you tell me why you are a sad Latino this afternoon, bro.
Why am I a sad Latino this afternoon? Why am I a sad Latino this afternoon, Royal? That's a great question. So, Jimmy Butler's out with a fake illness. Yeah. Yeah. He's got an IV in. He's got an IV. I am Braun and D Wade in 2011 with Dirk's illness. When it comes to Jimmy Butler's illness. But that's besides the point because I'm here to talk about the Mexican Jimmy Butler. Mi hermano. Come here. I want nobody but Jaime Jaquez to listen to this right now. Nobody. Everybody else tune out. Watch the football game. That's more important than this shit. Just give me 2 minutes with mi hermano Jaime Jaquez. Ven aquí. Mi hermano. This is some of the worst hoops I've ever seen from any individual, regardless of race, religion, or sexuality. I think you and Tua have CTE because you jumped so high in your UCLA run-ins with Paul George, you hit the ceiling. You hit your ceiling, to be specific. Hermano, I'd trade you for Takis right now. I'd trade you for Taco Bell right now. I'd trade you for Lonzo Ball right now, and I think we should. This is some of the most disgraceful hoops I've ever seen. Did you even hit a three tonight, bro? Did you hit a layup? Or were you just in the right spot at the right time at the right moment? Brother, this makes me sad. Hermano, this makes me sad. You're supposed to step up, Jimmy out. You do something. This is your moment, and you fail for the whole world to see. The whole world to see. What happened to the man last Christmas? What happened to the man last Navidad? What happened to the man who was supposed to put us white Latinos on the map? What happened to that man? What happened to 11? What happened to Blue Beetle? This is sad, hermano. This is sad. I don't think it's going to get any better. We got a new administration coming in the White House. I don't think it's going to get any better, hermano. He's beyond cooked. He's beyond fried. He's unsavable. So I'm a sad Latino today. And if there's any Latinos in the chat, I know you're sad as well. Because he was supposed to be something and he's nothing. He's nada. Zero. Blanco. Basura. Disgraceful. Yep. Yeah. Hermano es basura. And I am sad.
Listen, bro. I have turned into Jaime Jaquez up as well. Of course, I do not share his heritage, so I care less about where the fuck he's from or where the fuck his family is from or where they will be traded to as soon as T Daddy Dollar steps in office. But we somebody said MAGA 2025 cook. We going to let's stick with Jaime Jaquez for a little. Well, let's not stick with Jaime Jaquez. But let's talk about Jaime Jaquez for a little bit. No, he did not make a three to answer your question. 0 for 5, left open repeatedly, 4 of 12 from the floor. Just fucking terrible. Stone, what has happened to that man?
Yeah. Listen, I didn't watch much of the game early on, but I knew someone must have done something horribly wrong for Jovic to be in the closing lineup. Or if not like the exact closing lineup, but at least like the last 6 minutes of the game. I feel like he was in there fouling people and doing all that nonsense. And yeah, very apparently when I went and checked the box score, it was because of Jaime Jaquez. He stinks. I don't see one redeeming skill he has. I'm out. I've been out since the beginning. Pause. But yeah, he must have thought like you go to you take 5 3-pointers and you miss all of them, and all the fans get free holays or something because, man, what a stinker did he put up. I'm done with the experience. He should be relegated to Jovic minutes. Put anyone else in there. The corpse of Kevin Love, Alec Burks, even put PL9 in there. He's only 6'5" or 6'6". What's going to be the end of the world by having? At least he can make shots. I don't know if he made a shot tonight. Probably didn't. But I'm tired of the blinding light that comes out of my TV screen with how many of the Caucasus Mountain descendants we have on the court at any given moment. Just end it. They suck. They stink. They can't switch. Length affects them like nothing I've ever seen. I hate watching this team play basketball. It's like watching the very worst Duke team you could imagine.
So, like, with Jaime specifically, bro, like, I think when you said that he doesn't have one redeemable basketball quality, I feel like that's where we are at this point. Like, I don't think anybody can name anything that he does well at this point. And, yeah, of course, like, somebody made a joke about the footwork. Like, that was his claim to fame last year.
They don't move anyone this year. Like, they got that on the scouting report. He's going to dance and do nothing. Just stand still and put your arms up.
But again, like this seems like we're rehashing the same thing over and over again. But the shooting is the biggest problem. He cannot shoot, like, and therefore, like, it makes it impossible to run offense, especially the type of offense that the Heat try and run with him in there, bro. Like, it's just it's crazy, bro. Oh shit. But yeah, like Jaime Jaquez has been bad for a long time, and I'm honestly struggling. When Jimmy comes back, is there a place for him in this rotation bubble? Like, is there a way to say this?
Let's start with if he comes back. Let's start there. Okay. Because Pat Riley's a liar.
Correct.
Pat Riley's a liar. Jimmy Butler also a liar. Bernie Lee also a liar.
So am I.
So am I. So is Roy. Like all that time I was hating on Tyler Herro, told y'all he was nothing. I was lying.
Correct. I hated on Tyler Herro for 5 years, bro.
So what? And if you don't believe me that I was a liar, then I'll tell you bullying works. So there we're at. Either way, we don't. What is the saying? We don't lose, we pivot.
Now, we should put that on a T-shirt for the basement.
We really should. Jaime, there should not be. The answer is there shouldn't be one. If Jimmy Butler is playing, Jaime Jaquez should not play. Will there be one? Probably. I mean, him and Rozier off the bench are. I mean, they're otherworldly. I mean, you need to hide, duck for cover, change the channel, find something else to do with your time. I mean, good God. Is that not – I mean, we've gone from, like, Herro being sixth man of the year, you know, Dragic being a great sixth man, D-Wade being a great sixth man. The legacy of the sixth man has completely died with Terry Rozier and Jaime Jaquez. Died.
Aren't they the sixth man?
Muerto.
Are they the sixth man, though?
Maybe not. I mean, Alec Burks threw his bitch ass in there too. I mean,
the
season was cooked. If anything, when Drew Smith tearing his Achilles was a headline. We are fucked. We are screwed. What? Any other team, Drew Smith tears his Achilles. I hope he gets better. He was having a great year. That's awesome. Any other person, any other roster, any other team gets alert Drew Smith is tearing his Achilles. Their fan base goes, is that a G League notification? No. That was our starting point guard. That was our best on-ball defender. We need the Beal contract. You need help.
You need to go to Christ.
What's that hotline number for the gamblers? Yeah. You got it, Alex.
Seek God, brother. Like
Jimmy Butler is doing another masterclass of convincing a very mediocre team. You need me so fucking bad. It's not even fucking funny. Because without Jimmy Butler on this team, since Bam has won the fucking gold medal, this is the worst watch in sports. I don't care if you're a fucking Oakland A's fan. I don't care if you're a fucking whatever. They're not the worst team. They're the worst watch.
Have you watched the University of Miami play defense?
Ooh.
That's a fair point.
I said something on Twitter today.
Answer something on the sideline,
bro. I said
my Dolphins, dude. Let's start.
I said something on Twitter. I was like, this Miami's defense is Swiss cheese. And Adam Barra was like, you could be talking about 3 different teams. Right?
Yep. Well, Miami's defense tonight was better than Miami's defense tonight. Take that how you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever
Stone, I believe this donuts for you, Stone.
OVO. Oh, that's an OVO hoodie?
Yes, sir. OVO, October's very own. An OVO Ravens hoodie is Willow Ryder levels nasty. Salute Willow Ryder, man. That's a special shout out right there. Yeah, the brand is big. I don't know what to tell you. Go Ravens. It's our year.
It might be. You know whose not year it is? Anybody on the Miami Heat, Stone. This team needs to be blown to smithereens, as Woody would like to say. Because Jimmy Butler, by just, saying he needs an IV or just chilling at the crib or whatever, I don't know what Jimmy Butler's doing, making coffee, is showing you how even if we did the right thing and pivoted off of Jimmy Butler, how dog shit this is going to be. It is going to get worse before it gets better. I mean, this young talent, this young core that they want to pivot to is what? Herro having a 4-month resurgence, Bam completely checked out. We're getting De'Aaron Fox. It is more likely Bam goes to Sacramento. Stop with this talk. Seriously. I think it's more likely that Sacramento is like, let's go all in. Let's trade for Bam. That's De'Aaron Fox's guy. He already just got a coach fired last night. So it's the same thing with Donovan Mitchell. Fox is going to run the organization just like Cleveland's letting Mitchell do it. So why would he come here? For what? Culture? Culture? That's where we're at right now, man. I'm absolutely sick of Pat Riley. I'm absolutely sick over this organization. And we used to say they drafted well. Jaime is decent. Jaime's awful. Kelaware can't play. Pele Larson was supposed to be a redeeming quality. For what? It's disgusting. Stop talking about him. Terry Rozier, awful acquisition. I mean, there are no wins. What is the win in the last 5 years, man? Trae Van.
I'm trying. Why are we? Hold on. Let's say he said I can always count on Bam to be my prospect. Just put low on everything. I promise.
This is where we've gone. This is how low we've stooped.
Zay is a nasty hater, bro.
We used to do that for Kyle Lowry.
That is a bar. Cook Zay.
Zay is a filthy human being, ladies and gentlemen. He's
a correct human being right now, though. He's
correct. It's not though. Like Bam played all right tonight, bro.
What's all right?
Bam, 17-10. Like
that's crazy. Can he be the face of the franchise when we trade our face of the franchise in the next 3 weeks?
Who?
Bam with 17-10.
Listen, bro. My thing is, I'm assuming that if you trade Jimmy Butler, then you're no, I don't think that's true, bro. I think that was a troll account. That's not real. That's fake.
No,
look at
Shams Charania
fan. Like that's fake. That's not real. All right. So like he ain't do that yet. But
Haywood Highsmith playing 38 minutes consistently.
That's Spo's
favorite player.
Well, he was fine. He was fine offensively. Like I think everybody, like outside of Bam, was shit defensively though. Like, bro, like that was a humongous problem, bro. Like the dribble penetration was easy. Like Jalen Johnson did whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Every play they ran worked. They might not have scored, but they all worked. Someone was out of position, or Jalen Johnson got a shot over someone that shouldn't be guarding him.
And Bam is the only one who played defense tonight.
It was essentially goddamn Trae Young standing up there on the right wing, just dribbling the ball, waiting for somebody to do something.
Playing quarterback.
And zipping the ball to them. Like he did that shit the whole game. Like, and Miami didn't do anything to like stop it. I just don't think that they can at this point. Like, I don't think they're capable. I don't think they had nothing. Like, there was nothing to throw at that. So it's like, I get it. I get it. Like, Spo has been shit this year too. Want to throw that out there.
Spo been kind of cooks the divorce. I don't know what's happening, bro.
Ever since he got the bag.
Well, maybe that too. It just hasn't been good. I don't like to question Spo. I really don't. But
neither do I. But like, it's
nothing. It is what it is.
I don't like to talk shit about Bam, but like when you're looking at the way that they play basketball, like bro, like it's hard to defend that man, bro. Like tonight, cool, he gave me something to hang my hat on. Well, overall, like I can't argue with people when they talk about the way that Bam has been shit this season. He has. Like I'm not getting I don't care so much for the counting stats with Bam Adebayo as I do for like the impact on the game, and I'm just not getting the impact on the game either. Even tonight, like it felt kind of empty a little bit. Ain't gonna lie, that fourth quarter scoring, it was a game that was out of reach. I felt like we had no chance in it, and he was putting up shots just for the sake of putting up shots. One specifically that comes to mind, I didn't condemn the shot. Okay, I just want to put that out there. I did not condemn the shot. I already know what you're talking about, bro. Bam took a shot in the fourth quarter over 3 niggas. And it was like wide open people around him. Yo,
tunnel vision.
That shit was reminiscent of the Bean himself. I can hear him. And he's just letting that bitch fly. Like, I get it. That was not the best shot. But
who else is going to take it? It's him or Herro. Like, after that, you don't want any. Like, I don't want Haywood Highsmith taking shots. He could be wide ass open.
Duncan Robinson had made himself an option for a shot tonight. Like, he wasn't great, but like he was hitting shots. It was better than what he did before. I just think this team has like 0 answers, and it's because they're in limbo of what they are. You put Jaime as a placeholder in your starting lineup because when Jimmy comes back, you're assuming you're going to get a super version of that, and you don't want to mess with like the rhythm and roster and rotation of that. But this team is cooked. And if you're playing for a post-Jimmy era, then that opens the floor to shit like playing Khalil Ware next to Bam. Like, I feel like tonight was an opportunity. And I'm not a big fan of that. But like, I feel like based off of what we're seeing and the way they got whooped on the rebound on the boards tonight. Like, they got whooped. And based off of that, bro, I feel like there's going to be a trend towards Khalil Ware Bam minutes. Bubba, you seeing something similar? You think that's like on the horizon?
I hope so, because the team's got to get bigger, man. And it's time, like you said. Even if the plan really is, Jimmy, you're here for the rest of the year, suck it up. We'll talk in the offseason whether you want to go to Brooklyn. We'll tag and trade you. Fine. Something still has to change, because when Jimmy's playing, it's not much better. And we're hanging our hat, and the fan base is hanging our hat on what? The 3-4 game win streak that happened, where they're going to wear the blood red uniforms. But in the real world, this team is trash, and there needs to be a real change. And I'm hoping that we can at least just see some development. So Khalil Ware isn't doing much. What did he play tonight? 8 minutes, 10 minutes? How does that help him? So they admitted it earlier in the year. You're not going to play. Go to the G League. Fine. Like, if you're going to go in that direction, you're not going to play him, then send him to the G League so he can play. That's fine. But you can't have this phantom zone where he's not playing, or he's only playing 10 minutes, or he's only playing 6 or 8 minutes. He's not going to get better at all, and that's on Spo, because they drafted him really high based off his potential. There was a lot of players they could have taken that already look good. I know the kid in whatever. The kid on TikTok is hurt right now, but he was the next pick. This is something that needs to happen because Bam wants it to happen. 1, he wants to play next to a big. And 2, you just got to see what you have. Because, like you said, we got killed on the boards tonight. Bam wants to play the 4. I don't know how they would kind of split it up between him playing the 4 or the 5, but I'm also convinced Spo hates rookies HM. But at this point, even when Jimmy came back, what's the problem with doing Bam and Khalil? What? We let Miles Turner play the first 7 minutes of a game, and then we'd sit him down. Can we do that with Khalil? Can we just can we start him for the first 10 minutes of the game?
Myers Leonard.
Oh, sorry, Myers Leonard. Yeah. Can we start him for the first 7-10 minutes of the game? See if it works. If he's getting cooked, okay, sit down. We've done it before. Spo's done it before. I don't understand what this strategy is specifically with him. I mean, Khalil Larson sometimes playing not makes sense. 2nd-round pick or undrafted, whatever he was, that's fine. But Ware, with all the talent he has and in a position of need, we're not playing Jovic. Kevin Love clearly has things going on because he's out every other week with a personal day or game, and I don't blame him for that. Maybe there's shit going on, but he's unreliable right now to play in the rotation. Let the rookie play. See what can happen. And yeah, there's going to be some growing pains. You're losing the games anyway. In some of the games, you're losing fucking badly. So what's the point? And, dude, the more that this goes on, you need to wonder when is it time to just completely pivot to the young guys and see what you have. And that's not what the Heat do. That's not their strategy, but a Jimmy exit would force that hand.
Yeah, to Spo's credit, like you're giving Khalil Ware more minutes because of the fact that Kevin Love is out, which is another issue in and of itself. Like, should we be relying on Kevin Love this late into his career? But you're giving Khalil Ware minutes, but you're only giving him 10 minutes. So you out there, again, bro, like you're out there slaving Bam Adebayo, and everybody's expecting all-world production. But he has no other. The other big on this roster is Nikola Jovic. And he's playing 8.
Which is a joke.
And they deploy Haywood Highsmith as 1 sometimes 2, and he's 6'4".
Yeah, correct. Like that's kind of like the situation that Bam is in. So your guy saying that Bam sucks. You throw any big in the NBA in a situation where they're solely responsible for like all big man things, you're gonna find that you can do a lot worse than Idris in that situation, bro, especially considering his skill set. But
now with Jokic.
He has multiple people on his team that are 6'8" or taller.
Let me get my national narrative.
Go ahead, get cook. You feel me? But like I do want to come to you, Snow, when it comes to this Khalil Ware Bam Adebayo thing. Like, is that a route that you believe Miami should go? Like, do you think that's something Miami should consider exploring? Like,
do I think they should? Absolutely. Do I think they will? Probably not. Spo had basically told us before this game that Jovic was not an answer. And when Jaime struggled tonight, Jovic was his answer. So if Khalil's not the answer under those circumstances, I don't know when he's ever going to be. This is how they are. They're hard-headed. They're stubborn. I think they would more desperately, sorry, I'll read this comment. Scale Daddy, $2. Bam responsible for the perimeter also, LMAO. He is. That's why they got cooked tonight. He looked visibly frustrated. He came out to help. I think it was on Trae Young. It might have been Jalen Johnson. And they hit Larry Nance Jr. with a backdoor cut. And there was no one there. So it's like, even when we get these efforts from Bam where he's like all over the place and stepping up, like someone on the back end is letting him down. And it's really frustrating when he goes all out and gets the stop. And because he's out on the perimeter guarding someone, we can't get the rebound to close the possession. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, no. We're getting there. And you got your legal. Is that a Publix container?
Pretty much. It's more or less the same thing.
No, sure, we got it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, King Ricky.
Yeah. Did it to myself. Go ahead. Yeah. Should they do it? Yeah. They need rebounding help. They need size. They need height. They need length. They just won't do it. There's nothing that they've ever done to suggest to me that they will do it. So that's where I sit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ant and our Ant, how are you doing today?
You don't care.
I don't. Talk to me about this game. We're talking about like the Khalil Ware Bam thing.
No, I was listening. That's
you were not. You were doing your own show. Don't lie to me.
No, well, while I'm exporting and stuff, I had it on. That's why I hopped on, because I actually wasn't going to hop on because I'm watching the Hurricanes game here. But I wanted to hop on kind of the Bam thing because something odd is actually about to happen where you were kind of optimistic, not optimistic about Bam, but you weren't as hard as I think he deserves, because I do not think he was good today, actually, at all.
I was not as what as you think he deserves.
Listen to me very clearly. I will be much harder on Bam Adebayo than you were. Okay, I do not mince words around here. So take that fucking notebook out. You can write all this shit down because what I'm about to say,
don't worry about it, bro.
Hurt. Okay.
Don't worry about it, brother. I got a clipboard for your motherfucking ass. We gonna be taking. Big
you got me writing
notes.
on the spare chopsticks. That's how bad this is.
No. Go ahead and cook though.
Nah, man, for real. Like the biggest difference between this year and last year for Bam, obviously, offense production down. Defensively, he's not the same player. But the reason that I'm now going to be more critical of him than I've ever been is because now he's signed to the max extension. He is getting paid like a superstar. As my guy Scale Daddy does the $50 donut, we appreciate you. He said, hop on kind of the Bam thing. Hey, yo. Did I really say that? That's correct. Anyways, obviously the extension isn't technically – that's funny. Obviously the extension hasn't kicked in yet, but he signed to the extension. He will be getting that money, I think, starting next year or the year after. Yeah, it's like 58, 60 million. Now he needs to be judged more critically, because if Bam looks bad now, wait till he is getting that much money. You cannot be hard capped that much and give that much of a fraction of your salary cap to a guy who's
I feel like Bam Adebayo knew.
Exactly. who's that inconsistent offensively. You can't do it. And I feel like there was a lot of lipstick on the pig in that fourth quarter with a couple of the buckets that he took. I heard you compare him to Bean, which was wild, even though I got what you were doing there. But seriously, there was times in the third quarter where the Heat were just on the verge of breaking through. And Bam would catch the ball on the dotted line, and he wasn't even looking at the rim. He's looking on the shooters on the outside. That's ridiculous, because there's a couple nice plays I saw from Bam today. The one in the first quarter, got a rebound, went up very strong to dunk on Jalen Johnson, got the and one.
Is that the one where Duncan set the screen and they did? Because I know somebody was talking about inverted screens.
No, Bam got a rebound, and usually he'll go up strong or he won't go up at all. This time he got the rebound, went up strong right away, got smacked across the arm, but because he went up physically, he was able to get the and one. Then you had the dunk in the fourth quarter where he drove the lane hard. Those instances are too few and far between. He can do that shit 8 or 9 times a game. But instead, he's settling for these fadeaways. When he's getting a guy like Corey Joseph on his back, he's kicking it out to Terry Rozier for 3. When he's getting Trae Young on his back, he's fading away. That's bullshit. That's quite frankly where I'm at. And now that he's got the bag, he needs to be called out a lot more than he has been. I'm not saying trade Bam. I'm not saying all that shit, but he needs to. He deserves more criticism. He really does.
No, I agree that he deserves more criticism, especially for the way that he's played this season. I think the one play in particular where you're talking about him driving to the rim where he got the screen from Duncan Robinson, that's something that they've done in the past that they've kind of gone away from. And that's one of the ways that it can help him kind of get downhill and show off some of the athleticism that he has. SSJ Lanky, $4.99, don't know, appreciate you, bro. He said, Bam hasn't been good since him and that lady went public. First of all, you will not talk about the best player in the WNBA as that lady. We will respect.
We're trying to trade Bam for her.
We will respect. Well, I don't know what we do with a 6'4" center. It seems like it's right up Bam's alley, Spo's alley. But like, look, brother, we gonna respect Asia Wilson, brother. That's a dog.
When people talk about, like a WNBA player would never score on an NBA player, I just want to see Asia on Haywood Highsmith, and vice versa. That's what I'd like to see. I think she could go 21-0 on Haywood Highsmith.
She locking Haywood Highsmith up for sure. In terms of like how many points she scored, like, I want you 21-9. I'm about that. Like, what's up, bro? Oh, you just waving your finger at the Haywood Highsmith shit.
Listen, you have plenty of opportunities to get on Hayward. Why tonight? He was awesome today. He
wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying, though. People have plenty of opportunities to get on Bam's case, like throughout the rest of the season. Why today? He was fine today. Like 17-10.
No,
like
he's not. No,
he was fine, bro. Like, he was aggressive early. Tyler got going. Duncan Robinson had it going, so he just kind of like allowed them to do that. And then in the fourth quarter, he came back and was super aggressive again, bro. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, you want him to shoot? You want him to not shoot? You want him to guard everybody on the court? Like, I get it. He's about to walk into a lot of money that this franchise is paying. His responsibilities will be magnified. But he's already had a fuck ton of responsibility. He's responsible for everything now.
There was like 7 possessions that the Heat could have had, but because he bobbled the ball and couldn't catch it, it went the other way. Whether it was Tyler tipping a pass that got into Bam's hands, whether it was Bam getting the rebound, that's 7 possessions in a game that was virtually a 1-possession game within the last minute or two.
I give that with that fumbling. When he was fumbling the ball, like I give him that. 17 points on 17 shots. Listen here, Mr. Samuel, I'm gonna let you slide because you have an amazing first name, and I just want to make sure that people recognize you for the king that you are. But brother, don't be using my narratives against me when it comes to Bam Adebayo, bro. All right, don't do that. We don't. All right.
My thing with like Bam's outlook and the money he's about to walk into is like, I've been banging that drum like since he signed that extension. That's why I've been pretty critical of Bam. I guess like outlook and projection of what the team looks like without Jimmy Butler and Bam is kind of the centerpiece. Depends on what you think they're going to do with filling out the rest of the roster. If it's Tyler Herro and Bam, that shit's going to be ugly and suck. If you think that Tyler Herro and whatever they recover from Jimmy Butler, even if it's just cap space, is going to get you something like a dribble penetration point guard that is a real scoring threat, then I think Bam, there's a clear path to Bam being able to live up to that contract that he signed, at least offensively. But with Tyler Herro, I don't see a path to it. I see more struggle.
And that's where the conversation comes in. It's just like, insert Trae Young instead of Tyler Herro. And
exactly.
Like, I don't think people are having these same conversations about who Bam is offensively, bro, because he's like, look at what Trae Young did tonight. He just spoon-feeds niggas buckets. Bubba, I want to let you jump in on this conversation about kind of like where expectations should lie considering Bam's extension on the horizon.
Yeah, that was kind of just going back to my point before when I'm getting a little bit upset with Bam is just like we can clearly see that the Jimmy exit is on the way. The extension to me is so far from an option that it's not happening. If Jimmy Butler finishes out the year, that's the last time you'll see him as a Heat. Like he's gonna go. So then in that case, it's Bam and Herro. And with Stone, I'm completely agreeing on what happens with Herro. Again, I'm not trying to hate on him. He's been fantastic this year. I'm glad that he's, maybe not a bad contract anymore or a bad signing, and now maybe he's just playing in that vicinity, in that field of the contract. Great. If Tyler Herro's year number one, the team is going to be extremely average to below average, and that's where we're at right now. I don't think if Tyler Herro was a one on any other team, they'd be better than the Heat are right now. And that's saying something because the Heat aren't any good. So if this is the best your team can look with Herro as a true number one scoring option, then Bam needs to be the scoring option. I want to push back on what you said with if you replace Herro with Trae Young. We can do that all day. We can get Bam a great point guard. We can get Bam a great, playmaker for him. And yes, his game will improve. He's not getting paid like someone who needs someone else to make him better. I'm kind of with Ann on this. He's getting paid to be the best version of himself that he can be each and every night. And if no one's going to get on the ball, then you get the ball. If no one's going to set you up for easy buckets, you get buckets. Because that's what the best players in the league do. At the end of the day, does Anthony Davis, who's one of the best bigs in the world, need someone to set him up to have a great night? Does he need Trae Young to have a great night? Does Nikola Jokic? I'm just using his position, a 4 or a 5. Does Kevin Durant need someone to set him up to have a good night at his age? Does Curry? Does Jimmy Butler need someone to set him up to have a great night? So I can't do that with Bam only because he's supposed to be the face of the franchise. And immediately with post Jimmy, everyone's like, well, get Fox, just get this, or get this player for Bam. Then Bam's not the face. Then Bam's never going to be the face of this franchise, and he's never going to be the number one guy to lead to a championship. He's going to need someone else. It would be De'Aaron Fox if we added him by some miracle. Would it dare to say Bradley Beal if they somehow did that trade? Who would really be the number one player on the team? Would it be Bam? Would it be Beal? Would it be Herro? Who knows? But it's not definitively Bam. And I'm worried at this point that Bam can't be that guy. Not that guy. And I'm not saying he can't live up to the contract because maybe he'll be an elite number 2, and he's obviously been to the finals as an elite number 2. And if the offensive game gets there, that's awesome. But he's not going to be the best player on a championship team. And that's where he's getting paid right now, to be the best player on the team. He can't do that.
I disagree. I don't think he's being paid to be the best player on the championship team.
Maybe not cheap, or just on a good team, a team better than this.
No, I get it. Like I agree with your overarching point. I think you kind of swayed me in that regard. Where it's like, if you're being paid $50 million fucking dollars, you don't need nobody to get you involved in no goddamn game. Take it upon yourself. You should be skilled enough to do that, and it don't look like Bam can do that. Like he probably can't.
Well, like Wade in the years that we were shit. You're putting up numbers. You're doing everything you can. You're playing both ends. Everyone says tonight it's not fucking Bam's fault. Get this dude some help. But that's not what we're saying.
Well, shit, Tyler Herro doing that right now. Like, that's being real, bro. And I don't think we've given him enough time on this panel tonight. Like, just being like straight up, bro. Bro is awesome tonight. Y'all know I hate to give him credit. I don't like him as a basketball player. I don't give a fuck. It's the reality. Bro fucking cooked tonight. That's what he did. Like, he was amazing, and I want to talk about his game tonight, kind of like the season that he's had. 8 fucking free throws, bro. Getting to the line, making 3-pointers. He only shot the ball 15 times. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't ask for much more out of that man, especially on the night when Jimmy Butler isn't playing. And want to hear your thoughts on Tyler tonight?
Yeah, I just want to remind you, and I guess correct you for a second. You said you don't like Herro as a player. You mean you didn't? Because you are a converted Herro stan now. So I just kind of want to remind you.
No, I'm not a converted Herro stan. I have retired from Herro slander.
So are you somewhere in the middle?
No. I'm still firmly in the same camp that I was before. I would like him traded. I do not like him playing basketball.
Okay, this is a better question. But let's say you were in a burning house, right?
Right.
And Haywood Highsmith and Tyler Herro were in there, and you only had time to save one of them. Which one would you save?
We would all burn to death.
Oh, all 3 of you?
Yes, I'm going down. I'm going down with the ship, bitch. Like this. Hey, in order to save I'm willing to do a bunch of things to save this fan base.
No, listen. Tyler Herro was awesome today, and I think the reason we don't talk about it a lot is because he has been really the most consistent thing on this team. There we go. Herro has been the most consistent thing on this team. So there's only so much you can say when he's basically been pretty decent every single game. And while I guess I do agree with what you were saying, Maserati, earlier, is that Herro can't be the number one player on a team. If he is the number one player, you're mid. That's what we're seeing.
You're below.
But then I also think about the hypothetical of, okay, Trade and Jimmy get the picks, go get De'Aaron Fox. Does a trio of Fox, Herro, and Bam, does that move y'all? Because I'm intrigued. No. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Moves me.
I hate it. I think so. Well, I ain't gonna say I hate it. Like, I actually like it because I feel like it exposes Tyler Herro for the fraud of this season has made him out to be. But like, I think what it does is for those of you who care about like Tyler Herro as a player, you got to understand that he's a high usage basketball player, and De'Aaron Fox will dramatically cut into that. De'Aaron Fox will be the person with the ball in his hands, making the decisions, and there won't be as many opportunities for Tyler Herro to recreate kind of what he's doing right now. Like, I'm not saying he'll be any less efficient or he wouldn't be like impactful offensively. Like, he still played very well next to De'Aaron Fox, but it wouldn't be this. Like, you ain't getting 23 points a game type shit. You're not going to have as many of these scoring outbursts, but I think the team overall will be better. Go ahead, Stom.
But like, in the minutes where one of them's not playing, the other one could kind of take over in that role. And I think that'd probably be a good thing for Tyler Herro to not be so ball-centric all game long, where he's, kind of in a spot-up role when De'Aaron Fox is on the court. And then when you give De'Aaron Fox his rest, he can take over like he was the six-man.
No. Like, he's been doing that this year, Stone. Like, he's been playing off ball. Like, it's like he has his own ball moments, but he's been relatively, like, consistent in terms of, like, playing off ball. And I think he will still play the same way. I just feel like the reason that a lot of these possessions end with Tyler Herro taking the shot is because you got people like Duncan Robinson on the court next to him.
De'Aaron Fox is going to take the shot. Those guys.
De'Aaron Fox is going to take the shot because he's going to be able to, or the shot is going to result in a different thing than scrambling offense that leads to a kick out, bail us out offense, Tyler type shit. That's my point. Like, the offense is going to end a lot quicker, because a pick and roll is going to turn into a bam dunk relatively quickly. Like, it's not going to be, and that's what I mean by it's not going to be as many opportunities there. Not for anything that Tyler Herro does wrong. It's just going to be like when an offense is functioning properly and there are multiple options within that offense, like, he ain't going to see the ball like that. He's going to be a spot-up shooter.
When Bubba said we could possibly have a Beal-Bam combo as the face of our franchise, that's my biggest nightmare. Like, I'll take any other outcome. Like, give me Drew Smith and Bam before Beal and Bam.
We do have the assets for De'Aaron Fox if you want to trade Tyler.
No, we don't have the assets for De'Aaron Fox because an asset requires a capable GM. That's an asset. We don't have that. He's not trading for De'Aaron Fox. He's not.
For anybody who wants De'Aaron Fox, just know if De'Aaron Fox officially requests a trade, then it will require us to send Tyler Herro over there as a part of the package.
He's going to San Antonio. You can just forget it.
Probably.
And I think Jimmy Butler might be following him very shortly thereafter. Like, I think there's a real possibility that Jimmy could end up in San Antonio with De'Aaron Fox. Just put it out there. And I don't know if you really gave your opinion on it. Like, how do you do?
I said it kind of moves me for the same reason that Stone said, but then I also play devil's advocate with myself and say, well, why can't Jimmy Butler do that, right? As Stone said, you have Fox to take some of the, weight off of Tyler Herro. When Tyler's resting, you got Fox to attack and whatnot and carry the offense. Isn't that supposed to be what Jimmy Butler can do? A guy that can get buckets? Or why hasn't that worked then? So
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you've watched the Heat since the bubble, but Jimmy Butler does not try during the regular season.
That could be why. Yeah,
I don't know who Billy D or Mark Castillo are, but y'all are insane. If you trade Bam Adebayo for De'Aaron Fox,
that doesn't work. They want to play together. That's not a thing.
Unleash Ware is the craziest part of that statement.
It is, bro. But
unleash him from what? 10 minutes to 12 minutes? I mean, come on.
I feel like this is going to like take a turn. I feel like if Miami does inevitably, like, I think it's inevitable that Jimmy Butler leaves. If Miami does decide to pivot and trade him, I think that's going to open the door for you to see like a different version of the team. I think that is the only way that you get extended Khalil Ware minutes.
I'm so certain they extend Jimmy Butler.
The warehouse? What the fuck has happened to this fan base to the point where this
I love it. I absolutely love it. The warehouse.
I have LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Now we've got the warehouse.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Warehouse.
I just got
I feel like we should go ahead and put that out there on Twitter as like his nickname, like just so that people tweet that shit from the basement account, like. That's
the warehouse. He sits there in storage.
For real, bro. The warehouse is a dope ass nickname though, and I want to make sure that we get it out there before other people start seeing it and stealing it.
I just got a nastier comment too, and this shows how down bad Heat fans are. They said at least Tyler Johnson deserved his extension. Bam did not.
No.
Hell, bro. Tobin gave him that nickname? Fuck. Well, I really don't mind stealing from Tobin either. Like, I tell him I made it up, and then Tobin stole it from me. So it don't matter, bro. Hey, bro, I don't care where you've seen it. That was the first time I seen it, which means it belongs to me. All right? Y'all know how this operates.
Well, Stone added the tagline, which ties it all together. So
come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Look, football's on, so let's move this along. We play the Rockets tomorrow. Brother, football is on. What is Adam Silver doing in this NBA?
Hiding the stink.
Dolphins can still make the playoffs, brother.
Give up on that dream.
I mean, technically, mathematically.
Yeah.
You got Snoop Huntley tomorrow. Best of luck.
Hey. So Snoop Huntley playing against a team that he knows very well. Would you rather see Snoop Huntley in Cole Cleveland or Tua?
I'm not gonna let him do this. We be trying to pull Bubba off the ledge all the time. You ain't come back on here.
Go look at Snoop Huntley in cold Cincinnati.
Hey, we're not gonna. He's winning right now. That's all I'm saying.
We're not gonna put your sickness on display, Bubba. We don't want to do that.
I gotta ask about that hat. Is that a goat with Bengal stripes?
It's a Tiger Woods hat, but it was a Bengal vibe today, which is why I wore it because we're rooting for the Bengals.
Tiger Woods, we can live with. That makes a lot of sense.
But this is a Tiger Woods hat, not a Bengal hat.
Okay, we're good there.
Fantastic. Let's talk about the next game where we play the Houston Rockets. Who gives a shit? Bubba, the boy feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm scouting for the trade package. I'll tap in. I know Houston said they're not interested. I don't buy it. They want KD, but we'll see. I'm scouting for the trade package. It'll be fun. It'll be entertaining. That's a team with shitty guards. Herro should cook. Respect to Herro, man. I can't say anything. You know all I want to do is hate, and I can't. So that's why this is really from hell. Can't even get it. Resorted to hating on Jaime. It's just a shame. It's tragedy, really.
I can't give the fans the shows they deserve because Tyler Herro plays good basketball, bro. Like, I just can't.
People ask me. People have been DMing me. Why aren't you on as many streams? Why aren't you on any streams? Bro, like, do you understand? Like, Herro was my whole bit, right?
Bro, come on, bro. I built the empire. I built the empire off of Herro hate, gang. Yeah. And it's crumbling, bro.
It is, but I am excited for the game.
We pivoted the Jaime coin, though. We're fucking that up.
I know, seriously. It's getting there. But we get to watch future Heat players on display, a couple current Heat players. So we're going to see really just the future of the Miami Heat in that game. So I am excited. I will be tapping in.
I am super excited about this, though. I am super excited because I am sick of motherfuckers telling me that Alfred Sengun is a better basketball player than Bam. I am sick of it. He is good. I will give him that. He's a good basketball player.
He's real nice.
Brother, yeah, but brother,
James Butler, when you get traded to Houston, it's Sengun and Sengun only. I'm sorry, Houston. Cam Whitmore not moving me.
You crazy as hell. Them 3 first-round picks, Cam Whitmore and Jabari Smith.
All right, yeah, get up
out of here.
John, I'm with you now.
Somebody say he clears Bam easily.
Nah.
If Bam look, I'm just telling y'all, like, be warned. He said Portal and Batase cook Bam. I ain't gonna hold you. Short-term memory. You gotta have the memory of a goldfish. We on the next. Stone, the boy feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling amazing. We're right where this team wants to be, play-in territory. I expect whatever outcome of the game will keep us there, and that's my prediction.
What the fuck? Boy feeling good?
Not only is Sengun a better player than Bam, but so is Jakob Poeltl. So is Goga Bitadze. So is Chris Silva. For all
Goga Bitadze,
because Bam sucks. As far as the game that really matters tomorrow, Maserati brings up a great point. Cold weather Tua is probably the worst player I've ever seen in my entire life. You do have a better chance with Snoop Huntley. Unfortunately, Tyreek Hill's got a wrist that's hanging on by 2 threads, but he can't catch with two hands. I'm sure he can't catch with one. So that's kind of irrelevant. But I'll say the Dolphins go ahead and get a win tomorrow. And then everything else happens that they need to happen. And I'll say they make the playoffs. And then they win.
The Dolphins?
Yeah, that's what I'm
We
with.
haven't made content about them all year.
Now I'm feeling good, man. Super Bowl champs. I see it.
Okay, so listen. First of all, let me correct all of you sons of bitches right now. All right? Turn this hat backwards. All right? Y'all will not be disrespecting Idris in my presence, all right? Okay. He will be the number one reason that the Heat blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? 50. Fuck Sengun. He locking that shit up. That bitch gonna look like Clint Capella today. Tomorrow. These games running the fucking together. They all gonna be the same. Of course, it's gonna be a close one. It'll be a 5-point game with 5 minutes left. We don't give a fuck.
I got a question for you, Royal. At what point during the season do we change from blow that shit out to blow this shit up? When does that pivot happen?
Bar.
But I can't see, Bubba. I have to lie to the people. Okay, we have positive fans who are here for Ant DiNardo. You know what I mean? They have to leave here with a nugget.
But even positive Ant had smoke for Bam.
Yeah, but
It's
how could
tough
I
time.
ever be wrong if I never picked the Heat to lose a game? If you pick against me when I never picked the Heat to lose a game, that means you're a fake fan. Me, I can say whatever I want, but you could never find video evidence of me picking the Heat to lose a game.
This is
Teflon.
Free game for you bitches. Now back to what I was saying. Bam! 50! Tyler! 49! 1 point less than Bam. No, you can't do what Bam, because I got a Sengun thing, and I know Tyler finna cook. He getting guarded by Fred VanVleet. It's insane. Haywood Highsmith! He used up all his shots tonight. 0! That shit cooked. But I don't know, bro. Like, he gonna win. He gonna win. Like, it's easy. And it's all for my narrative that Sengun is not better than Bam Adebayo. Like, you're not gonna convince me of it. No way, no how. Not then, not now. Fuck is you talking about?
We should on the basement Twitter account, we should put out like the royal parlay for that game where it's just like Sengun under, Bam over, and the Heat to win.
I will leave that up to you and Bubba to give out bad betting advice. I am not.
I retire from betting. I retire.
Good job. I'm so happy for you and your family.
I got real responsibilities and bills to pay.
Come on now.
FanDuel has had enough of me.
Hey, first of all,
5-6 has done me.
Look at Ant. Ant around here using the anonymous player prop betting app that doesn't sponsor the basement. I'm glad he lost his money. Fuck is you talking about?
$100. You got money to throw around like that? $100 on Miami Heat.
Big brand. That YouTube channel is doing lovely over there. Unfortunately, I'm just struggling. That's what I have to say in front of these guys in order to justify not paying them. But anywho, thank you guys.
Thank you guys for joining us in the comments. I just want to thank Ant for pulling up. I just want to thank Bubba for pulling up. I want to thank Stone for putting up. We'll see y'all whenever we play again. Put a video just.
Keep driving, you black spear chucker piece of shit, Nick!
Es un tema en Technicolor para hacer algo útil del amor. Para todos nosotros, amén. Oh, ¿qué será, que anda suspirando por las alcobas? Que se oye susurrando en versos de trova. Que anda combinándonos preguntas locas. Que anda en las cabezas.